Okay,
エクシリウム
taking a bit, but I'm trying to go get a little bit of food and some and a drink. Um, so I will be back.
今日も時間通りですね。スケジュールはすでに送信しました。異議がなければすぐに取り掛かりましょう。
Okay, sorry. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Kudek. Let me just do, you know, the usual sort of quick.
今日のショーで着るコーデどれがいいかな
What are we getting? Oh, great. Oh no. Never trust Florence with cooking either. Don't. What's in this? Could it be? I can't wait to see how you react. I have no words for this. Never trust that gremlin. Ever. Alright. Alright, I got your drink. Yep, unlock. And we'll use it once, because I think using the drink is what unlocks the last thing. I think. About cooking. Just a second. I'm so grateful that you're willing to give my dishes a chance, Commander. You're a great chef. I should be the one thanking you for these delicious meals. After all, some humans do think doll-cooked food has no soul. Rarely in a restaurant in the green zone employ dolls, probably out of consideration for those people's opinions. So thank you for approving the food cooked by a doll, Commander. I feel like there's something to be said there, but I don't know what it is. Nope, I gotta go Nika to give her a gift. Okay. Now we collect the last things and done. So now we can do the dailies real quick. Okay. Do the loop while I eat some more. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. What is that range? Thanks, Somi, for not using your ult, because that was helpful.
ハンデを浴びる
Oh, that works.
まずいですね想定通りの勝利です 大丈夫です想定通りの勝利です 404を敵に回したのが
Oh,
戦場は片付いた
I forgot you could get all of them on that one. Okay. Gonna go to event. Oh, the event's gone. Okay. Okay, these things have the boost. Better remember to do those trials at some point. I don't get how he has these animated ones, but maybe it's Oath. What's it called? Bepley? I don't know. Oh wait, right. Nope. I gotta claim these. What about these? Do we need more of these? About these? These? These seem to be our lowest right now. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna continue. Oh, that's not good. Amber, a blood-soaked entity is much tougher than it appears, but it doesn't seem to have the ability to actively attack. The gore within its body can infect the entire battlefield at any time. Oh. Oh. Beneath Lviv, Kilovig's laboratory has already been reduced to ruins in the fierce battle between Igla and Vomistina. His wings stir up vortices like raging storms with every flap. Vomistina weaves between them like a ship sailing against winds and waves. She has little ammunition left, so every shot must strike the greatest threat before her. She refuses to waste a single bullet unless absolutely necessary. Above you. Echo's warning, but Vomistina leaps upward and grabs onto Igla's raised wing. Perhaps because she still lacks precise control over this body, the mutated third-gen doll's massive hand sweeps through the spot where Vomistina had been, grasping nothing but air. But Igla clearly senses something clinging to the edge where bone and flesh meet on her wing. With a casual shake, she flings Vomistina straight into the glass wall behind her. The reinforced glass shatters under the impact of Vomistina's heavy frame. Her body and the shards fly backward together, tumbling across the laboratory floor until she slams into the wall behind, leaving a massive crater before finally stopping. Igla then lowers herself toward the shattered glass wall, searching through it for Vomistina. She did it on purpose. This is bad. Voimistina's in trouble. The Ganic hand thrust into the laboratory room. Though the lighting inside is dim, Voimistina's exact position cannot be seen. It is obvious that Igla has grown thoroughly irritated by the doll buzzing around her like a relentless bee. She intends to trap Vomistina inside the lab and eliminate her in one decisive move. Though the cramped space prevents the tendrils on her body from functioning properly, it is like sealing a bee inside a jar. After that, she only needs to capture it at her leisure. To avoid detection, Vomistina presses herself against the wall, lightening her steps as much as possible. She dodges the massive hand sweeping and grasping for prey, making her way toward the laboratory doors. Doors have no handles. The two automatic sliding panels are sealed tightly shut. Vomistina tries to pry open a gap with her fingers, but the seam offers no leverage to force them apart. Kotne, see if you can open the door from the outside. On it. Kotne vaults up 3 levels in quick succession, reaching the area outside Vomistina's room. After inspecting the door, she discovers a biometric device mounted above it. It's a biolock. Should I hack it? Because this visual module locks into Vomistina's location. A massive hand has already forced her into a corner, leaving her almost no room to maneuver. Vomistina could fall into Igla's grasp at any second. There's no time. Use force. Got it. Vomistina, I'm planting explosives on the wall about 1.5 meters to the right of the door. Detonation in roughly 30 seconds. Can you hold? I can. The lights along the suspended gangway flicker erratically. Even as she speaks, Kotne pulls explosives from her pack and starts rigging them. In the shadows beyond the wall, Vomistina moves with agility that defies her imposing build, slipping aside once more, narrowly avoiding the searching fingers. 20 seconds. 10. 7, 6, 5, 4. Just before the explosion, a faint sound comes from beneath Vomistina's foot. Unknowingly, she has been driven back to the very crater she created earlier. A loose chunk of brick rolls underfoot, and in her cautious retreat, she steps on it. Igla's hand suddenly stops searching. The scene erupts into chaos in an instant. From Messina's gunfire, the explosive, the charge, and the thunderous sweep of Igla's hand across the lab floor, resounding simultaneously, turning the once silent underground facility into a boiling maelstrom. Right before Igla's fingers make contact with Messina's frame, the latter's assault rifle spits a burst of fire. Surprisingly enough, the bullets knock Igla's massive fingers away. Blood splatters across the walls, staining the white surfaces a horrific crimson. A wail of pain echoes from Igla's throat. Maddened by the injury, she thrashes wildly, tearing through the lab's corners as blood smears across the ground in long, dragging streaks. Messina seizes the moment and slips through the breach blasted open by Kofne. He was enraged. Kofne Vomestin may have to confront her head-on. It's fine. Reinforcements are almost here. What? But we still haven't been able to reach Monsoon. Before Vomestin can explain, Kofne's urgent shout rings out from the distance. Leader, bad news. A huge swarm of elites have been stirred up. They're charging this way. We don't have the manpower or ammunition for a direct fight. Avoid... what was it? Hold up. Dang it. Let me go check what it could be. Okay, we don't have the manpower or... hold on. We don't have the manpower ammunition for a frontal fight. Avoid direct engagement and focus on escape. Going to change the combat situation requires the dispatch of specific dolls for certain battles. Excuse me? Designated doll has already been deployed, but you can substitute her if you have already obtained her. Story preset dolls. Certain battles require a specific doll to be deployed, but commanders who have already acquired those dolls can swap out the default one for their own version. Oh. Interesting. Where's my Groza? Put my Groza there. And put my Kofne there. My Kofne is only marginally better. Okay. Oh, that took up all of my... okay, well. Just some crazy movement. Alright, there we go. Sure. I don't know who's gonna get there first, but might as well send everybody.
エンジン起動。
どこかな。ターゲット確認。
エンジン
Can I
起動。
evacuate everyone at once? I should have activated the level 3 thing. No, I can't. Okay, well.
ターゲット確認。
エンジン起動。
Under Gross's covering fire, Colton and Bomestina break through the encirclement. Three regroup atop the platform. Even though Bomestina's ammunition is exhausted, she remains unstoppable with melee weapons and hand-to-hand combat. But the frenzied Igla is not something the three of them can handle lightly. Having lost 2 fingers to Bomestina's gunfire, Igla roars as she destroys everything around her. Brick and debris rain down in showers. As it has crashed, one of the columns supporting the platform severed by Igla's vine-like tendrils.
ここはもうすぐ崩れる。向こうに飛び移るわよ。
It's collapsing. Jump to the opposite platform. 3 sprint at full speed. Lucia leaves first with Groza right behind her, but Kofne, limited by her small frame, is just a fraction too slow. Well, there goes Kofne. Groza's fingers scrape across the platform's edge and she plunges thousands of meters downward. Beneath her, massive eyelids claw upward while vine-like tendrils carpet the ground. Messina, who's already reached the opposite platform safely, stops short, spins around, sprinting back toward the edge. She swiftly evades the tendrils lashing toward her, then leaps towards the something flying through the air.
任務完了。みんな警戒を怠らないで。安全に帰還する。
I can't believe Kofne died. So that's one level, but I just realized you have to do some of the side stuff still. To maybe buy some time for Geo to pop in. Okay, I'll see the one. Mainly Geo though, because I know Geo is the most, well, potentially most, I don't know actually. I think I prefer this. Dang. I'm getting annihilated here. Good one of those. Sure, it'll cut down on her passive income. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not buying this one. Getting real unlucky currently. This will help. There we go. Still plenty of time while they fight each other because they're all winning. Dang it. Oh. Yes, this is what I needed. Alright. One of these first. Whoops. Alright, one. Whoops. Dang it. Not as much as I hoped, but still good. Dang. Any more luck? Good. Nice. Dang it. I should have gone in here. That area is good to be in. What is this? Sure. Dang it. You have the most. Nice. Dang it. Come on, give me one of the big numbers. That was not worth. I'm in trouble. One, two, three, for gambling it. There we go. Very close, but we did it. There's one more, but yeah, I'll do it. Boo. No. No. Pain. spawn in. Yes. Alright, let's see. Resource. Die to double die. And I'm gonna take that one. Dang it. They could help me in the long run, so I won't buy it. That's not good. She has way too many buildings. That's the problem. It's giving her a ton of points. Go this way. Biggest problem is you always will have enough points to... Okay, development plant gives me the resource thing. Did both of my... Oh, my lottery stand's gone. Are you kidding me? Oh. I need to extend my turns as much as possible because she's destroying everybody by how many structures she has. Dang it. Nice. If the others don't start buying from her, then that's also a big issue. Let's do a 1 for now. Build another development plant. Nice. Dang it, no. Didn't trigger the thing. clash. Use of that. Okay. That sets me up for the next one. Dang it. No. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Nice. Please give me a boost. Yes. Please give me a good boost. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Now let me do the clash. Okay, good, good, good. Now we do one more. Development plant. Come on. Okay, barely. We almost got absolutely annihilated by Florence buying all the property. Still a lot more to go, so. Oh, this is the boss fight. Dang it. Or is that the boss fight? There's two boss fights? That doesn't seem like much of a boss fight. You got the mech. Vomistina's communicator crackles with the voice of a familiar man. There's a Vomistina. Not bad, right? She takes up so much space with the mech. Took your sweet time, Kevin. Oh, sorry. It's Nella's first time building something like this, so she wasn't exactly quick about it. Anyway, make good use of Dr. Shaw's final legacy. Mistia secures the powered armor around herself. Getting the thrusters mounted on it, she dives rapidly downward and catches Kofne by the arm. With a light swing, she hurls Kofne back up onto the platform. And with effortless sweeps, she drives back the surging elids and clears the obstacles before her. At the same time, Gozo's communicator finally receives a response. Miss Groza, finally. Dayan, where are you? It's chaos outside. We sensed something was wrong and moved to the ground fissure. Monsoon Squad has secured the evacuation route. All members are positioned above the underground laboratory, awaiting your orders. It isn't time to evacuate just yet. We're still waiting to hear back from the commander. But there's something else I need you to do. Vomistina, how can we best assist you? Mistia activates the scanner on her powered armor. It synchronizes perfectly with the Wi-Fi system within her frame, pushing it to maximum output. This is the invention of Samantha Shaw, the creator of Task Force Defy. Through the Wi-Fi system, Vomistina clearly sees every vein and blood vessel coursing through Igla's massive body of flesh. She sees body fluids flowing quietly within, and beneath the enormous outer shell, she sees the true form hidden inside.
奴の本体は中にある。
The true form's in there.
私はその本体を引きずり出し殺す。お前たちには奴の目を潰してもらいたい。
I'll get close and kill the one inside. You just need to destroy her visual system.
できるか？
Can you do it?
もちろん。
Of course.
コルフェ、それからそよ風のみんな。
Kofte Monsoon Squad.
イグラの死角を潰してボイマスティナの接近を援護するわよ。
Our objective is to disable the enemy's visual system and cover Vomistene's approach.
作戦開始。
Commencing operation. Oh. That's concerning. Man, it'd be so nice to fight this thing like genuinely, right? But I can't. I can't because it's not high enough level. Oh, that explains what that image meant. Okay. Let's put my boy must do there. I don't think my Fae is any better. Nope. And I don't have... Yeah, okay. Do that. Our units proceed along routes A. Understood. Let's begin. Get rid of everything in your way, Commander. Fortunately, I don't really think anything is that necessary aside from Voimostina, and actually I could probably 1v1 it with Voimostina. That already takes out 1/2 of its health. Excuse me? These collapse crystals? Can't believe there are actually collapse crystals in the White Zone. They're here too. Will the commander be alright? I'll think of a way to destroy them. Do we need to? Is that really gonna defend this thing from... What's it called? I mean, be advised, large amounts of collapse crystals have appeared nearby. It's very likely they'll have a negative influence on the region. Things on the move too. Be careful, everyone. Oh, I can't do a move. Is that what it is? No, 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 no. I do not want to do that. Now, what if I do this? What is this effect? Collapse Storm. At the end of the round, units of the field gain Wayward Conversion. When a unit dies, there's 50% chance to summon a... Okay. Boss units are not affected by this. Oh, we're doing no damage. Of course we're not. It did think of everything. Maybe up here. Take out those two.
砕け散れ。わかった。どうってことないわ。
How many of them do we gotta deal with? Dang it. Are there any more crystals?
落ち着いてください。
Oh, dang it. Of course.
訓練の成果ね。
No!
どうってことないわ。わかった。進歩は必須よ。わかった。
ご命令を。
So what's going on with this thing? Why is it taking no damage is my question. Elite units max HP is increased by 10, non-elite max is reduced by 10, stackable, stacks up to 9 times. How many stacks does it have? Oh, it's just a survive 3 rounds thing, okay. Oh. Alright, well, looks like we actually have to do things. Is the storm leaving? I think it is.
了解。
Dang it! Another one spawned. Hold up. Get you there. There's no more enemy units.
ここです。邪魔よ。
エンジン起動。逃げられる。
Survive one more turn.
ボイマスティナ、上。
Boosting up ahead. The piles like there. Literally full, like, what's it called? Armored core. Sucks I got wrecked though. Those two bodies dragged out from the monster's shell by Messina and flung to the ground. The blood-soaked frame of the third Jindal crashes violently into the already ruined floor, sending up clouds of crimson dust mingled with debris. His mind seems to clear with the brutal impact.
15.
She struggles to rise, as if determined to fight Vomistina one last time.
お前の負けだ。
You've lost.
いや、まだ。
Not yet.
私は。
A bullet from nowhere pierces straight through Igla's core and she falls backward. Her scattered hair drifts like thin morning mist dissolving into the dawn over Lviv.
各員、警戒態勢。
Oh, you need to stay alert. They've been scanning surroundings warily. A drone of unknown affiliation suddenly approaches. Dolls raise their weapons in unison, aiming at the oncoming machine. After a tense standoff, it does not open fire. Instead, it hovers in midair and extends a grappling claw beneath its fuselage. The claw hooks onto Igla's frame, then it ascends rapidly, vanishing from sight.
追いますか。
Do we pursue? Who could that be? Igla's trying to rise up to fight again. Something shoots her right in the core, and a drone comes over and takes her frame.
指揮官がまだ中にいるわ。
The commander and the others are still inside. The situation may be dire.
先に指揮官を助けましょう。
We move deeper into the laboratory and prioritize rescue of the commander.
404を敵に回したのが運の尽きよ。
Well, now I gotta check. If this browser would work. Prioritize rescuing the commander, yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. I think I'll be able to finish this tonight. Her eyes snap open. It feels as though she has just awakened from a long and terrible dream. In that dream, someone tries to lock her away and subject her to some kind of experiment she cannot understand. The laboratory in the dream is deep and cold. A woman named Chilovig stands there, laughing madly. But she forces herself awake. As long as she wakes up, that dreadful dream will not become reality.
先生。
Teacher.
先生。
Teacher?
またお出かけ。
Did you go out again?
先生がいないと一人じゃつまらない。
It's so boring being alone without you here. She stares blankly at the complicated writing on the whiteboard. Teacher's already told her this is knowledge, part of the structure of the world itself. Teacher says that once she masters this knowledge, she will truly be able to leave this place. But now she just can't bring herself to care. She searches every room, but teacher is nowhere to be found. Although she has been told not to wander off, curiosity gets the better of her. She wants to go outside and look. Without realizing it, she walks out of the manor and arrives somewhere unfamiliar.
あ、先生の実験室だ。
It's teacher's laboratory. She reaches out and touches the green field before her. To her surprise, as her hand moves, the surrounding plants begin to sway as if commanded. Vines become musical staves, and green leaves turn into dancing notes upon them. Staves? She waves her fingers and savors a long-lost sense of freedom. Like a fairy, she darts to the green expanse. There is no wind here, no light, no sound. She runs for a very, very long time, yet never feels tired. Only when her vision blurs into a vast white emptiness does she realize she has reached the edge of this place. To her surprise, a small girl stands there, looking lost. She has never seen anyone here besides teacher. But she possesses knowledge. She immediately comes to the realization that this little girl must be human, just like teacher. So she tries to speak.
お前、一緒に遊ぶ？
Hey, want to play together?
誰？
Who are you?
名前、まだない。
I don't have a name yet.
ここで暮らす人間と思えばいい。
But you can think of me as a human who lives here.
ずっと一人ぼっちだった。
It really was, Helena. You stay here for far too long.
だから友達
So I
欲
want
し
a
い。
playmate.
一緒に遊ぶ？
Maybe you stay and play with me.
つまりこの世界にはクレープすらないの？
So the world you live in doesn't even have crepes?
うん。でも先生の本で見たことある。
No, but I've read about them in the books teacher gave me.
見たことあるだけなんてかわいそう。
You've only read about them. That's really sad.
いっそうちに来てよ。いろんなクレープを食べさせてあげるから。
Then why don't you come to my house? I can teach you the crepes in all kinds of flavors. What the girl just said seems to have suddenly reminded her of something. She leaps to her feet.
あ、もう帰らないと。
I have to go back.
先生に怒られる。
I get scolded if I make teacher wait too long.
私楽しかった。
I had so much fun,
約束通り帰らせる。
but now it's time to keep my promise and send you back.
本当にうちに来なくていいの？
You really won't consider coming to my house?
クレープすらない世界なのに。
This is a world without even crepes.
ダメ。
I can't. Her expression suddenly turns serious, startling little Orphalune.
私がここを出たらお前帰れない。
If I leave this place, I won't be able to send you home.
あの夢みたいに
Just like in that dream.
お前の死を本当のことにしちゃいけない。
I can't let your death become real. Orphalune tilts her head, not quite understanding. But it no longer matters. In the next instant, the world before Orphalune begins to collapse, dissolving into blurred patches of color, until all that remains is a bottomless abyss.
もう会わない方がいい。私の友達
I hope we never meet again, my dear friend.
オルフェルーネ。
Orphalune.
もうまた夢。
Am I dreaming again? And I cannot tell what is real and what is a dream. Just now she remembers playing somewhere with a little girl for a very long time. She taught the girl many things and was invited to eat something called crepes. Was it really just a dream? What did actually happen? Helena does not know. And now is not the time to dwell on it. She is lost. She has to return to the commander as quickly as possible. Helena gets to her feet and runs on and on without stopping. Here, she does not seem to grow tired. Even after running for a long, long time, she sees no one.
みんなどこ？
Where's everyone gone? Just as confusion begins to set in, Helen is startled to hear voices in the distance.
だから私は全てを取り返す。
So I've come to set everything right.
ありえない。
It's not possible.
彼岸スペースはもう開いた。どんなに頑張ったってリビウは元に戻らない。
Nirvana's already been opened. No matter what you do, Lviv can never return to what it was.
死んだ奴らも生き返らない。
Those who died will never come back. Orphaluna does not answer. Face draws closer until Chilovig can see her own reflection in Orphaluna's pupils. Chilovig instinctively tries to flee, but no matter which direction she runs, she always returns to Orphaluna.
無駄よ。
Don't bother.
この場所は私のルールで動く。あなたはただの侵入者。
I told you, this place operates under my rules. You're only an intruder.
何をする気？
Wait, what are you trying to do?
全部終わらせて世界を元に戻す。
Put an end to all this and restore the world to its original state,
あなたが触れてはいけなかったパラドックス。
including the paradox you should have never touched.
永遠の命も含めて。
Immortality.
永遠の命。
Immortality.
ヘレナ、聞いたことある。
Helen has heard that word before. Orphaluna and Chilovig turn at the same time toward the little girl who seems to have appeared from nowhere.
あんたは
It's you.
神田実験の実験体ヘレナ。コード O43。
The Cavitas Experiment's test subject Helena, designation 043.
ありえない。あんたはもう鍵として消費されたはず。ここに現れるわけがない。
Oh, that's impossible. You're consumed as the key. How can you still be here?
相変わらず怖い。
You're still as scary as before. Helen instinctively hides behind Orphaluna. But when she looks up, she seems to notice something.
お前、
It's you.
大人になった。
You've become a grown-up.
なるほど。
So that's how it is.
あの時
So you're the
私
reason
が生き残れたのはあなたがいたから。
I survived back then.
ごめんなさい。あなたにひどいことをしてしまって。
I'm sorry, I did something that hurt you.
何のことかわからないけど、大丈夫。
It's okay, even though I don't know what happened. Oh, poor Helena.
それに、
But
ヘレナもなんか
Helena also
楽しかった。
had a lot of fun. Orphaluna turns to Chilovig.
私がいるからあの子はここに残った。
She remained here because of me.
あの子がいるから私はここに来た。
I came here because of her.
シルロビグ、あなただけが余計な存在よ。
Chilovig, only your presence is unnecessary.
あなたは代価を支払わずに死を体験しようとした。
You want to experience death, yet you refuse to pay the price.
今のあなたが得たのは偽りの死と不完全な永遠の命。
But now all you have gained is false death and incomplete immortality.
誰があんたにそんなことを。
You who told you these things.
言ったはずよ。あなたは私の知識を盗んだ。
I told you. You used my knowledge.
だからあなたは私の前で全てをさらけ出したも同然。
Which is why all your secrets are laid bare before me.
今のあなたは私が自分の手で編集したゲノムコードみたいなもの。
And I look at you now. It is like a compiler examining the genes she has written.
発言した性質を見ただけでコードの詳細がはっきりと目に浮かぶ。
No matter what traits those genes express, she can trace them back to their code.
この感覚わかるでしょ。
You understand that feeling, don't you? Orphaluna smiles at her. Chilovig knows she is referring to her creation of 043. But she no longer has any desire to speak. Because no matter what she says, it is meaningless before Orphaluna. All she can do now is tremble and await her judgment. But Orphaluna does not address her again. She turns to Helena and smiles.
待たせちゃってごめんね。
Sorry to have kept you waiting for so long. The caller returns!
今度は私があなたを送る番。
Oh no. No. Don't be what I think it is. Don't tell me you're staying here just so Helena can go back. Well, you both should be able to go back. What is this? This time it's my turn to send you home.
一緒に来てよ。
You're coming with me too.
一緒にクレープを食べよう。
This time we can go eat crepes together.
ヘレナ、分かっているでしょ？
No, Helena. You understand, don't you? Oh no.
10年前、私は見てはいけないものを見てしまった。そもそもここから出るべきではなかったの。
10 years ago, I saw what I should not have seen. I was never meant to leave this place.
でもあなたのおかげで私は祝福を受けて運よく戻ることができた。
But because of you, I became blessed, the fortunate one who was allowed to leave. Or allowed to return.
あの時の私の罪はあなたが背負ってくれた。
You bore my sin
だ
for
か
me
ら
before.
償いに来たの。
Now it's my turn to repay it.
わからないよ。
I don't understand.
大丈夫。今のあなたはただあなたの声が聞こえる自分の重要さに気づいていないだけ。
It's alright. You simply have not yet realized the importance of the selves who can hear your voice.
すべてが一つに戻った時、きっとわかるようになる。
When they all return to one, you will understand.
その時はあの人を守って。
When that time comes, you must protect that person.
それが未来を紡ぎ続ける唯一の方法。
Only then will you have a chance to continue the world's future. A door appears behind Helena.
一緒に行かない？
But you're not coming with me.
私は本当の未来を見てしまった。だからもう戻ることはできないの。
I've seen the true future. I cannot go back anymore.
さあ、行って。指揮官が待ってるわよ。
Go. The commander's waiting for you. Ah, dang it. Why did it have to get to this point before Gio was here? I feel really bad because she's missing out on this. Same with Chaos, because Chaos isn't here too, and I know she was at least a little bit invested. Ah. How is this somehow more painful than if she would have gotten, like, killed by somebody? Or by something? Go. The commander's waiting for you.
私、全部指揮官に教える。
I'll tell the commander everything.
お前のこと、みんな忘れないから。
Everyone will remember you. Evelyn smiles and nods. But she knows that once Helena steps through the door, she will forget everything that has happened here. Oh, that's even worse. Are you kidding me? Because this is not the real world. But that is fine. As someone who has committed such a grave sin, she does not deserve to be remembered. No, Evelyn. They're watching Helena leave. Evelyn turns to Chilovik. She takes her trembling hand.
何すんの？
What are you doing?
怖がらないで。
Do not be afraid.
永遠の命でも死でも。
Whether you seek immortality or death,
この悲願と現実の狭間でなら叶えられる。
at the boundary between nirvana and reality, both wishes can be fulfilled.
あなたも祝福を受けたかったんじゃないの？
Didn't you want to become one of the blessed?
ここに残る子羊は一人だけで十分。
Only one sacrificial lamb needs to remain here.
ただ
But... But what?
代価が必要よ。これは祝福を受けた者が誰しも通る道だから。
You must also pay the price for transformation. That is the path every blessed must walk.
さあ、来て。
Come. No! Luna grips Chiliveg's hand. Chiliveg struggles desperately, but it is all in vain. Hand in hand, Orphaluna leads her toward the edge of nothingness. Then steps forward and falls straight down. Everything slowly fades away until only emptiness remains.
指揮官
Commander.
指揮官
Commander! Finally regained consciousness.
ヘレナ、どうしてここに？
How did you get out?
ここに来る途中、ここを覆っていたツタが消えていったから、そのまま装置を破壊してヘレナを助け出したわ。
On our way here, the vines supporting this place were gradually disappearing, so we destroyed the experimental apparatus and rescued Miss Helena. I lower my head and see that the tank containing Chiliveg's brain has lost its connection to the plants. It has fallen to the ground and shattered. The brain is slowly necrotizing and turning black after being exposed to the air. Beside me, Voimastina, encased in mobile armor, easily lifts me and sets me on the armor's shoulder. Ova and Klukai, who were struck by the data surge earlier, are gradually regaining consciousness as well.
よかった。みんな無事か。
That's good. Everyone's safe.
ここはもうすぐ崩れるわ。今すぐ離れないと。
This place is about to collapse. I must get you out immediately.
いや、待て。オルフェルーネはさっき隣にいたはずじゃん。
No, wait. Where's Orphalini? She was right next to me.
申し訳ありません。見つけたのは指揮官だけです。
I'm sorry, Commander. We only found you.
だが、オルフェルーネは確かに私と一緒に。
But Orphalini was definitely with me. Gozen and Voimastina exchanged a silent glance.
指揮官、
Commander.
そのオルフェルーネって一体誰のことなの？
And we're burdened with more PTSD, of course. Mr. Flynn mentioned... Who exactly is that?
何？
What? I look at Gross in confusion. He has been at my side ever since we entered Lviv. There's no way she wouldn't know who Orphaluni is. Could something have happened out there just now? Something that damaged their neural data? I turned to Alva.
アルバ、君はどうなんだ？
I thought you didn't see Orphaluni either?
いえ、知らない名前です。
Orphaluni, I have no memory of that name at all.
どうなっているんだ？
What is going on? But the urgency of the situation leaves no room for such pondering. We have to move.
君たちは先に撤退してくれ。私はもう少し探してみる。
You all go first. I'll look for her again.
間に合いません。
There's no time. Voimastina glances at the radar.
生き袋が来ています。
Those units below are catching up. Even here in the deepest chamber of the underground lab, I can hear their distant roars. The shrieks grow closer, as if they will tear through the walls and reach me at any moment. But
ダメだ。彼女を一人ここに残すわけにはいかない。
no, I can't leave her here alone.
指揮官、
Commander,
仮に死んだとしても、遺体は回収したい。
even if she's dead, there should at least be a body. I search frantically for any sign of Orphalini, but as Gross and the others have said, I appear to be the only one here.
生き袋到着まで残り2分です。
The first wave of elites will arrive in 2 minutes.
諦めたくはない。
I can't just give up like this.
みんな、すまないがあと5分稼いでくれ。
Everyone, please hold them off a little longer. Buy me 5 minutes.
ボイマスティナ、ここを一周してオルフェルーネを探したい。
Voimastina, take me around the lab. We'll search for Orphalini.
はい。
Understood.
頼む、ボイマスティナ。
Please, Voimastina.
無茶な頼みなのは分かっているが、
I know you don't agree with this, but
わかりました。
I understand. Voimastina offers no objection, no trace of dissatisfaction. She simply stares straight ahead and with unwavering resolve.
みんな、指揮官のために時間を稼いで。
Everyone, let's buy the commander some time.
生き袋は真下。8時方向の廊下と2時方向の実験室からやってくる。
The elites will approach from directly below us, from the corridor at 8 o'clock and from the laboratory at 2 o'clock.
一匹たりともこの部屋に入れないで。
Do not let them enter the room. Oh, jeez. No. Why? Why does this keep happening to us? Every time.
手加減の必要は次ご命令を逃げられるエンジン起動
分かった。
You've got to be kidding me. Gotta wait for the next set.
ご命令を逃げられるエンジン起動
分かった。
Syrian, but Messiah's armor has circled the entire underground laboratory. But our Floney, who was with me just before I blacked out, has vanished seemingly into thin air. Commander, we have to leave.
なんでこんなことに
How can this be?
オルフェルーネどこにいる返事してくれ
Floney, where are you? Answer me! I shout her name, hoping for a reply from somewhere. No one answers.
限界です。これ以上は地下実験室が持ちません。
More and more elites pour in, and the underground laboratory is on the verge of collapse.
ボイマスチナ、指揮官を連れて脱出して。
But instead, take the commander and leave immediately. Mostly ignites the thrusters without a word, and the armor lifts into the air. Piercing alarm echoes throughout the lab. Chaos erupts around us, the ground trembles violently, rubble cascading from the shattered ceiling. The armor looks heavy, but Messiah maneuvers with remarkable agility as she evades the collapsing moles. Suddenly, a metal beam crashes down from above, hurtling straight toward us.
捕まっててください
Hold on tight. Messina pushes the propulsion module to its limit. Feels though I'm clinging to the wing of a jet, the air slicing across my face like blades. I grip her arm tightly, one slip and I'll be thrown into the red-lit abyss below, buried alongside the elites beneath Lviv. We can't dodge it! Just as the beam is about to crush us, Messina twists the armor 180 degree and catches it with her other arm. The impact rings out with a deafening clang and a visible crack splits across the armor. I know that if she were alone, she could have avoided it easily, but to shield me from harm, she chooses to take the blow herself. The armor plummets for an instant, then I hear the thrusters roar back to life. With a violent heave, Vomistina hurls the multi-ton beam into the abyss. System warning, left arm damage, sensor failure, shooting aid offline. The warning blares through the armor. I look at Vomistina, her face remains expressionless, yet the rapid flicker of orange light reflected across it tells me how grave the situation is. The rubble continues to rain down. The elites below surge upward in reckless pursuit. The armor darts like an arrow through the falling debris. But the earlier impact has clearly dulled Vomistina's responsiveness. Several chunks of rubble fly toward us. Without thinking, I draw my pistol and shatter one midair. 2 more pieces slam to the armor's head with a dull thud. Vomistina, you're alright.
左側の視覚モジュールが
That's visual module damaged. She mentioned earlier that the armor's visual system is connected to Task Force Defy's exclusive Wi-Fi, one of the key advantages that sets Defy apart from ordinary dolls. If the visual system is compromised, her firepower is severely reduced. While fending off elites trying to leap onto the armor, my mind races for a way to get us out alive. Goza, can you reach us? You need to ascend another 50 meters.
指揮官協力してほしいことがあります
Commander, can you coordinate with me? Of course, what do you need?
視覚モジュールと射撃補助システムが破損しています。
Visual system and targeting assistance are offline.
なので手動で敵を照準します。
I have to aim manually.
そのための目になってください。
I need you to be my eyes.
ね
Your eyes?
はい、
Yes.
私に務まるのか
But the accuracy will suffer.
信じています。
I trust you.
そう言われたら断れないな
But how could I possibly refuse? The armor continues weaving at full speed. Through the violent air currents, I lift my head and begin calling out targets.
実験室の方向方位000両角30度距離20メートル2体
You lead towards the lab, bearing 000, elevation 30 degrees, distance 20 meters. Vomestina fires precisely according to my call-out, shooting them down. Seeing her accuracy steadies my nerves.
2階デッキ方位210両角マイナス5度距離35メートル
Second platform bearing 210, elevation minus 5 degrees, distance 35 meters.
真下垂直線から30度距離すぐそこだ
Directly below, vertical angle 30 degrees, distance very close. She keeps firing as we near Groza's extraction point.
左前方
Front left.
間に合わない
Too late. She leaps onto Vomestina's leg. As her body drops sharply, more begins swarming onto the armor. I glance upward. We're less than 10 meters from the extraction point.
もうすぐだ最大出力で飛べ
Almost there. Increased thrust.
アルバ、指揮官を。
Ava, catch the commander.
No.
What? Before Ava can respond, Vomestina's arms dip. Vomestina's arm dips. Suddenly, I feel weightless. With all her strength, Vomestina hurls me out of the elite-infested laboratory.
指揮官
Ava rushes forward and catches me. Her strength absorbs most of the impact. We roll across the ground before coming to a stop. I look down into the opening. Vomestina is nowhere in sight.
ボイマスティナ
Oh no.
クローザーいつでもボイマスティナを助けられるように
Krista, get ready. Be prepared to extract Vomestina at any moment. Roger. Almost a minute passes. Still no sign of her. But I refuse to believe she would fall so easily. I refuse to believe Vomestina would go down like this. Thunderous explosion roars upwards with a powerful blast of air. One detonation follows another as if something has ignited the sewer gas below, reducing Chilovik's entire research facility to ashes. Ava throws herself over me, shooting me from the searing shockwave, but I no longer care. I turn toward the opening, waiting for something, anything to emerge. At last, a familiar voice crackles at the communicator. As the heat dissipates, a battered suit of armor rises from the opening and stumbles onto solid ground.
ボイマスティナ
指揮官、申し訳ありません。
I'm sorry, Commander.
生き袋が地上まで出ていかないように実験室を爆破しなければいけませんでした。
I had to detonate the underground laboratory to stop the elites from spreading into Lviv.
だから先に指揮官を安全な場所に送るしか。
So it's necessary to deliver you to safety first.
これでパラデウスの悪行を証明できる証拠がなくなったか
But then, we'll have no evidence left that proves Taradeus' crimes.
大丈夫です。あなたが生きていることが一番の証拠になります。
It doesn't matter, Commander. Your mere survival is the most crucial evidence, enough to shake the... Ella steps closer and lowers her voice.
だが
But,
私たちを信じてください。
Commander, trust us.
まだ遺跡を止めるために頑張っている人がいます。
Trust that there are still people working to contain the relics.
それって
You?
もしかして
You mean
ミーシャか
Misha? Ava nods.
だったらなぜ保安局を離れたと言っている
If that's the case, why claim you're no longer affiliated with StateSec?
名義上、私たちは確かにもう政府に所属していません。
It's true that we have formally severed ties with the government. That is an undeniable fact.
指揮官と同じように、私たちも契約を受け入れた身です。
But like you,
内容はあなたとは違いますが、
we have also accepted an agreement. Only the terms differ.
今の反逆小隊はもうただの特殊部隊ではありません。
Task Force Defy is no longer merely a special operations unit.
この10年間、私たちはずっとこの名前に新しい意味を見出そうとしていました。
For the past 10 years, we have been searching for and forging a new meaning for that name.
今はまだ 詳細を教えるわけにはいきませんが、いつか
Can-
必ず
I cannot tell you everything yet, but one day when the time is right,
反逆という名前の意味も含めて
we will have the chance to tell you the full meaning behind the name Defy.
少し話しすぎました。本題に戻りましょう。
That's enough personal talk. Back to the matter at hand.
指揮官、今後は立場上苦しい日々が続くでしょう。
Commander, given your unique status, difficult days may lie ahead.
ただ、反逆正体はいつでもあなたの味方です。
But remember this. Task Force Defy will always stand at your side, just as we always have.
かつてのアンジェのように。
Just as Anja once did. I look at Alva in confusion. She offers me a calm and wavering smile and says nothing more. In that fleeting moment, I'm reminded of the commander they served 10 years ago. The one who truly made the name Defy an irreplaceable symbol. The sun rises once more over Lviv. The long night has finally passed, giving way to a dawn that stirs both awe and sorrow. The vines that once spread widely across the city have vanished. Survivors stare at the ravaged streets in confusion as if unable to comprehend what has transpired. But the ruined buildings and shattered infrastructure stand in silent testimony to the night's events.
指揮官、撤退ルートはすでに確保済みです。
Commander, Monsoon Squad arranged an evacuation route while you were engaged.
あとは
Next we will... Tan's words are cut short by a heavy mechanical hum, followed by running footsteps and the rumble of armored vehicles. In the next instant, dozens of targeting reticles lock onto me and my subordinates.
久しぶりだな、指揮官。
Commander, it's been a long time. A familiar voice speaks from behind me. It's Javier. Don't you dare. Don't tell me. Javier can't be traitor, come on. Probably do these side things, yeah. It's been some time since the commander entered the Gerard Group building. Monsoon had agreed to check in regularly with Groza's squad and 404. However, in the previous transmission, Kluka had mentioned that they would be going deeper underground with the commander. It meant a very high chance of losing contact with the surface. As such, she had asked Monsoon to be ready for any emergencies which might come up. Sure enough, several minutes after that transmission, both team signals had started growing weaker until they vanished entirely. Excuse me. What do we do now, Big Sis? We haven't heard back from the commander or the others yet, but we also need to be ready to evacuate at any time. Jiahui, what's the status of the helicopter? Since Reishi has touched down on the nearest satellite city helipad to the White Zone. The stealth camouflage has been applied, it's ready to go anytime. Not that. Jingyu, how about your side of things? The engine's running. Once we pick up the commander, I'll get us to the airport at top speed. Understood. Looks like all we can do now is wait for Miss Groza and the others to contact us. But if we can't pinpoint their locations, we can't draw up a more concrete evacuation plan. I'd say we just dig up the entire area and drag up the commander and the others. You'd be surprised, I'm pretty good at this kind of manual labor, pulling people out of underground mine shafts and all. The Viv is being evacuated in mass. If we damage the surface, it might affect the withdrawal of the civilians. While ensuring the commander's safety is a high priority, we shouldn't be too aggressive when we don't have a clear picture of the situation. We're in a white zone, after all. Causing too much of a disturbance will end up inconveniencing the commander. Fine, in that case, I just have to find them the old-fashioned way. Monsoon Squad continues discussing their plans for a while longer. After they're sure that there's no other option than to wait for the commander to contact them, they decide to go searching for his signal. Just then, Faye, who is both highly experienced and perceptive, notices that something is off. Wait a minute. This feeling, could it be... What's wrong? Earthquake! Everyone get down! Just as Faye says that, a loud rumbling that goes up and down the hitherto peaceful street. The ground beneath their feet shakes violently. Crowds on the street are knocked to their feet by the sudden tremor, and the entire area is instantly plunged into chaos. However, no fissures open up and no buildings collapse. Contrary to Frey's expectations, As she emerges from the dust clouds thrown up by the quake, she realizes that the plants around them are suddenly growing at frenzied speeds. Countless cracks of varying sizes open up on the ground, and plants burst forth in a verdant tide. Amidst tangles of thick vines, smaller branches squeeze out and form buds that open up into translucent gem-like flowers. Said flowers are lovely and flawless, but they fill everyone who looks upon them with terror. These are... they're radioactive. Big System, pick up a massive spike in ambient radiation levels. Something big is about to happen. I know these plants. They emit radiation depending on their surroundings. I saw them once, during a rescue operation. The people we tried to rescue ended up... What the hell are these things like... hell are things like this doing... things like these doing in a white zone? Is that the real aim of that so-called Project Eden? Upon seeing the bizarre sights before them, the evacuating crowds begin fleeing madly in all directions. Then, as though the situation wasn't chaotic enough, even more fissures open up on the ground and several massive shapes emerge through them. Those are Elids. What are they doing here? We've got some on my side too. What should we do? Should we engage? Yeah, we don't have a choice. The Rogue Monsoon Squad will now enter combat. Our objective: eliminate all Elids. Help the civilians evacuate while ensuring our withdrawal route is clear. We need to make sure that we can all leave ASAP once the commander and the others come back.
手加減の必要は
Dang it, I can't reach anything.
逃げられるエンジン起動
分かった。
聞いてるわ。
Yeah, it's whatever, it's probably fun.
Engine 起動
分かった。
Yet they're getting the threats from the surrounding area. Diane and Faye struggle to their feet. Continue, how are things on your side? Okay, I guess. A bunch of Elids were trying to attack the fleeing people, so I ran the Elids over with a jeep. Well done. However, you should be more careful on missions. Don't worry. I can take care of myself. The immediate crisis has been resolved, however, they still need to contact the commander who is deep underground and tell him just how serious things have become. If the Viv is embroiled in a crisis of this magnitude, they need to get him out ASAP, no matter what's going on down there. Because this once flourishing city may become an Elid-infested hellhole very soon. In the distance, they can hear army units heading toward the city center. Dan directs Monsoon Squad to take cover and conceal themselves to the best of their ability. While Monsoon Squad is technically authorized to bear arms, it's best to avoid unnecessary complications before re-establishing communications with the commander. Just as they're about to try and contact the commander again, there's a massive explosion. It comes from far away and behind them. As one, Diane and Faye turn to look at it. What they see through their visual modules shocks them to a point where they can't tear their eyes away. Look over there. A column of light is shining up from the surface. Immediately after that, all of Lviv is engulfed by the blinding radiance. Like a keen blade, it slices through the horizon where dawn and dusk meet. Golden light blooms into a giant flower in the sky. It looks as though the light from before is cut through the heavens themselves. The result resembles an invertebrate whose shell has been cracked open to reveal sinister core innards within. For those who've never seen anything like this before, but for some reason it seems strangely familiar. Then they hear those same rhythmic whispers in their neuroclouds. The fleeing people all stop in their tracks. They look to the sky, their eyes reflecting the distorted scene on the horizon. And after that, screams fill the air, making the already disorganized evacuation even more chaotic. The people who see it scatter and flee in all directions. Seems that creepy sight has triggered a fear from the most primal depths of their hearts. Faye's the first to come to her senses. She looks at the place where the beam came from. The light seems to be hiding something. Faye can use your scanner function to collect more information on it. It's too far away. But I can try. Faye activates her scanner module and moves the aim point to the center of the light column. However, the results it yields shock her. There are vital signs in there. Vital signs? Bad feeling creeps into its neural cloud and she reflexively grabs Faye's shoulder. Moving closer. The whole turn in the sky grows larger and larger and the beam of light grows even brighter. The sky around it starts turning a brilliant red, like blood spurting from the body of some living creature. Faye looks at the light. As she focuses her vision, she finally manages to make out the shape of the creature surrounded by the radiance. It's alive. Hearing this news fills everyone with shock. In the end, Diane gathers her thoughts and makes her final decision. Since there are signs of life over there, it's very likely that the commander might be there too. Johui, tell Sensureshi to keep the helicopter's engines running and ready for liftoff. Will do. Jingyu, bring the vehicle over and follow us to the beam of light. Got it, Big Sis. We're going to bring Helena and the commander back.
404を敵に回したのが運の尽きよ。
See, there's no way into them. Out of my way. It's just in front of us. Dan and Faye try to move against the flow of civilians who are fleeing the city. Good effort, they manage to clear a path through the Elid-infested streets. However, the Elid density grows the further ahead they move. Soon they realize that these Elids are coming from the direction of the orb of light surrounding Helena. The Elids are coming from there. Looks like things are worse than we thought. The Viv's supposed to be a white zone. How could it end up like this? Excuse me. Oops, sorry. Is there whether you and see a bunch of incompetent fools? Dorks. Jingyu, have you reached the target location yet? I'm here. See what's going on over there. There are tons of plants growing out of a big fissure on the ground. Elids are all coming out of it. Underground? Yeah. Can't believe there's something like that under Lviv. But if we'd known, I would be shocked by this. Yes, how about Helena? Is there a way to approach her? Nope. I did a scan just now, and that ball of light right around her contains incredible amounts of power. There's no telling what would happen if we approached it thoughtlessly. Plus it's so high off the ground that you'd need a chopper to get close. A helicopter, you say? Johui, can Sensureshi help us out here? Flying into a white zone runs the risk of being intercepted. Dan, it's your call. There's no point being too cautious at a time like this. Lviv is in chaos right now, and a lot of big shots are all scrambling to evacuate. Pretty certain the military won't have the time to bother with a single civilian helicopter amidst the madness. Got it, I'll try to contact Miss Dandelion and have her disguise our signal as an ordinary civilian one. But... wait, that sound is... what happened? It's coming from the nearby military air bases. Several military helicopters have just taken off. Looks like they're headed toward Lviv. Military helicopters? Is the military going to deploy them against the Elids? No, I highly doubt that. If it was just dealing with the Elids, a few Spec Ops units would be enough. I don't know what's going to happen next, but we'd best be ready for it. Attention all members of Monsoon Squad, immediately enter the highest level of combat readiness. Apart from Johui, who needs to fly the helicopter to the White Zone, all other members will follow the plan and keep our axis of retreat clear. Faye and I will take a shortcut to approach the fissure. Jingyu, find a way to bring the jeep around on the roads. The closer you can get, the better. Got it. This mission will be a difficult one, but I'm counting on everyone to do their part. You got it. I'll cut a path through these aliens for the commander and the rest of us. I don't know if I would. I don't know if targeting this would actually do. Oh, never mind, it wouldn't.
エンジン起動。
分かった。
逃げられる。エンジン起動。さっさと倒れたらどうだ。
Fix this. Fingers of route secure. Yep, there are a few enemies, but I got rid of them. The roads are really torn up though, so I stopped the jeep some distance away. Well done. Dan pats Jingyu's head in approval. After that, the three of them carefully approached the fissure created by the thick vine and looked down the length of the massive creeper. Vixus, do you think we can contact the commander from here? I'll give it a try. Once again, Diane tries to reach Groza Squadron 404. However, the only reply she gets from the terminal is the crackling of electrical static. Looks like comm signals have been disrupted. Is it because of the high particle density in this place? Yeah, radiation intensity here is off the charts. Looks like the source of this disaster is coming from below this fissure. The city map says that this area is the property of the Gerard Group. It seems they built their R&D labs here. Doesn't look like a lab so much as an experimental mine. Bet a lab of this size right underneath the Viv? Got a lot of balls, I'll give them that. So we go in there and wreck all their equipment. Then we'll definitely be able to save the commander and Helena. Don't be impulsive. Jiahua, what's your situation? I'm in White's own airspace, but I can't approach any closer. What happened? Those helicopters I mentioned earlier. They're all headed toward Elena's position. Before Diane can react, Jingyu exclaims and interrupts her train of thought. Vixus, look. The vines, they're withering. The radiation intensity seems to be dropping too. The three of them exchange glances and look at the sky. As sun rises, a bloody gash in the sky seems to be slowly healing up, and the beam of light coming from Helena's chest is gradually dimming. What appears to be some kind of grand sacrificial ritual has finally reached its end. Just then a reply comes through Monsoon Squad's communicators at long last. Miss Groza, finally. Beyond the stage. Oh, hey, Chaos. I will hydrate. How are you doing? I'll hydrate with water, I promise. I'm doing it right now. EP. Yeah, Gio's currently sleeping because she ended up not sleeping at all because she ended up having like 2 different you've been looking a while. Oh, I didn't realize. Gio had some really early appointments. I'm very sorry, excuse me. Hold on. Okay. She had a couple of doctor's appointments, and the first one was at 8 a.m. And because I stopped stream pretty late, and she wanted me to be up to help her, I kind of got worried about being too asleep for the 8 o'clock one, that I didn't go to sleep at all. And then I get a call from her say at like 9:30 after I tried calling her a couple times because I thought, wait, maybe she overslept or something. Turns out at 9:30 was the actual appointment, and she got the times mixed up. So I stayed up a little bit too much for no reason. But then she ended up not being able to sleep at all. Because not long after the appointment, she had another one, like only a few hours after, so she decided to not sleep. But then because of how long that one took, she just didn't get to sleep at all. So I know she's currently still asleep, I'm pretty sure. Which means she kind of, well actually, she kind of missed the big stuff that happened just now. And then this is the end, so I don't know if she'll wake up for the end, but yeah, guess what? We got even more. The commander gets even more Omega PTSD because of events.
久しぶりだな、指揮官。
Also currently surrounded by like military forces who are all aiming at us. After we just dealt with the ordeal and saved the city. Commander, it's been a long time. I turn around. Javier walks toward me from behind the ring of gun barrels aimed at my head.
ハーベルさん、これはどういうことですか？
Mr. Javier, what is the meaning of this?
こんな形の再会になって本当に申し訳ない。
My apologies for reuniting with you in such a matter.
避難誘導と安全確保のため、現在リビウは非軍事勢力管理局と第7区中央方面軍の
Lviv has now been fully taken over by the Non-Military Forces Administration and the Central Army Group of District 7
管理下に入っている。
to ensure an orderly evacuation of the residents.
安心するといい。避難は終わっている。厄介な怪物もジラードグループ本部の付近にしか出現していない。
Rest assured, the civilians have been evacuated. These mesh matters have merely been contained to the vicinity of the Gerard Group's headquarters.
コーラプス粒子汚染は
What about the contamination from collapsed particles?
汚染？
Collapsed particle contamination?
リビウはホワイトエリアだ。汚染などあるはずがない。
Lviv is a white zone city, clean as can be. I glance at the surrounding soldiers. None of them are wearing protective masks, and I see none of the intermittent green haze that accompanies particle dispersal. What is going on?
さて、指揮官、少し話をしようか。
In any case, Commander, we finally have time to discuss your situation.
話？
My situation?
リビウの地下はほとんどパラデウスのアジトでした。なのに私を問い詰めるのはロレン政府のやり方ですか？
Paradeus has nearly hollowed out Lviv from beneath, and yet you come to question me? Is this how the Uranzi government presents itself?
落ち着きたまえ。君を非難するつもりはない。
It doesn't feel that way with so many guns pointed at me, but okay. Calm down. We have no intention of accusing you of anything.
ただ、君は曰くつきなのでね。ここに現れた以上、納得のいく説明をもらわなければ、私も上に報告できない。
However, we do require a reasonable explanation for your presence at such a sensitive scene, given your questionable status.
それはこっちのセリフです。なぜ10年前消えたはずのパラデウスがこのリビウで堂々と大規模な実験を行っていたのか。
I would very much like someone to explain to me why Paradeus, which should have collapsed 10 years ago, is still conducting large-scale relic experiments beneath Lviv in broad daylight.
なぜパラデウスの仕業だと確信している？
Why are you so certain that Paradeus is behind this incident?
もし証拠があるのなら、今すぐ私に見せてくれ。
Commander, if you have evidence, you may hand it over to me now.
そうすれば、君が満足する結果が出るまで、私がいろいろと取り計らってやろう。昔と同じようにね。
I will give you a satisfactory result, just like old times.
昔のあなたならこんな時に銃口を向けることはなかった。
Mr. Javier, if it were truly like old times, you would never have people pointing guns at my head at a time like this.
そしてパラデウスを調べるのに証拠がいるなんて言わなかったでしょう。
Nor would you require me to present evidence before you agree to investigate Paradeus. Javier casts a thoughtful glance at the soldiers around us, then returns his gaze to my face. He waves his hand. The soldiers lower their weapons.
指揮官、信頼は相互関係だ。
Commander, trust is mutual.
どういう意味ですか？
What do you mean?
サミット会場の監視カメラに君の姿が映っていた。
Through surveillance footage, we discovered your presence at the summit hosted by the Gerard Group.
怪しい人物と接触していたそうじゃないか。
You appeared to have improper contact with certain individuals there.
怪しい人物
Certain individuals?
誰のことですか？
Whom do you mean?
例えば今回の事件の容疑者、ジラードグループの現総裁兼楽園計画の責任者オレク・ジラードとか。
For example, the primary suspect in this incident and the head of Project Eden, Mr. Oleg, the current CEO of the Gerard Group.
オレク・ジラード何を言ってるんですか？私はそもそも
Oleg? Oleg Gerard? What are you talking about? I never even...
待て楽園計画の責任者オレクが
Wait. The head of Project Eden. Who? Oleg.
ああ、
Indeed.
奴はただの操り人形ではあったが、全くの無実というわけではない。
Although he is merely a puppet pushed to the forefront, that does not mean he is as innocent as he appears in this matter.
そしてこのリビューを滅ぼしかねない実験の現場に君がいた。
Subsequently, we found you at the activation site of this experiment, one capable of destroying all of Lviv. Javiers lie is so clumsy it feels like an insult. I've never attended the summit, nor have I met Oleg. The one who made contact with him was Kruger, and he died afterward. As in, Oleg died afterward. He does not even mention Orphaluna's name. His method is not unfamiliar. It is entirely consistent with her style, and yet something is off. Although I have had no direct contact with him for 10 years from our prior communications in this meeting, I know Javier has not changed much. He is skilled at twisting facts and spinning an official truth for public release, but when dealing with me, someone who knows the inside story, he would not treat the other party as a fool. He would offer appropriate bargaining chips instead, making refusal difficult. Forcing fabricated facts onto me and coercing compliance is not his style. In that case,
オルフェルーネ
what about Orphalun?
それは誰なんだい？
Who? Javier's expression barely changes. For an old fox like him, this is hardly surprising. But the confusion in his eyes is genuine. He does not know who Orphaluna is. He does not know who Orphaluna is either. Just what is going on? It is as if no one but me remembers that Orphaluna ever existed.
ヘレナを探し楽園計画を調査することがクルーガーさんに言い渡された任務です。
Recovering Helena and investigating the truth behind Project Eden were tasks personally assigned to me by Mr. Kruger.
だから計画の責任者に接触したこともパラデウスの実験室に潜入したことも全て
So whether it was contacting the head of Project Eden or infiltrating Paradeo's underground laboratory, it was merely...
指揮官、それは分かっている。
Commander, I understand your actions.
だが上にとって全てどうでもいいことだ。
But from the brass perspective, none of that is important.
要するに君はやりすぎたのだよ。
What matters is that you overstepped.
オレクの企みを止められたのはいいが、10年前と同じように君はやってはいけないことをした。
Although you stopped Oleg from initiating his evil plan just like 10 years ago, you did something you should not have done.
だから私も10年前のように君を助けに来たつもりだ。
And just like 10 years ago, I'm here to remind you and to help you.
ヘレナをこちらに渡せば君のやらかしには目をつむろう。
As long as you hand Helena over to me, all of your suspicious activities in Lviv over the past 2 days can be wiped clean.
ハーベルさん、私の任務はヘレナを非軍事勢力管理局に預けることです。
Mr. Javier, the mission I received was to deliver Helena to Nomfa.
私をクルーガーの代わりだと思ってくれて構わない。
I can take her on Kruger's behalf,
だったらクルーガーさんと話をさせてください。
and have him tell me that himself.
いや、汚れ役は私の仕事だ。
He is unwilling to play the villain. As you see, being the bad cop falls to me again.
君も分かっていると思うが、 私の言ったことはすなわち管理局の意思なのだよ。
But deep down you know it. My demand is the demand of the Non-Military Forces Administration.
ヘレナをどうするつもりですか？
I want to know what you intend to do with Helena afterward.
本当にギラードグループを摘発するために証人として扱ってくれますか？
Can you truly honor your previous promise that she will merely serve as a piece of evidence against the Gerard Group?
もちろん
Of course.
ハーベルさん、ヘレナの安全を誓ってくれますか？
Mr. Javier, can you swear on your honor to guarantee Helena's safety? I detect a brief hesitation in Javier's tone. To someone who knew and worked with him 10 years ago, that fleeting pause is telling enough.
やはり聞こえのいい嘘ですね。
Another pleasant-sounding lie, is it?
私は君を困らせるつもりはない。ただ
Commander, I do not wish to put you in a difficult position, but...
ハーベル、私が話そう。
Is that who I think it is? Javier, let me speak with the commander. Behind Javier, a soldier hands him a communicator. Javier frowns, clearly displeased, but still raises the device before me. From the communicator, that cold voice sounds once more. I look at Javier. Perhaps because of the man speaking to the communicator, for the first time in all these years, he cannot meet my eyes. In that instant, I understand everything.
やはりあなたですか。
You finally show yourself.
さあ、
Earl.
手短に言おう。
It's him! It's Griffin! Let's keep this brief.
指揮官、10年前のことについて。
Regarding that question from 10 years ago,
私はもう一度チャンスをあげたいと思っている。
I will give you one more chance to answer.
君の選択を教えてくれたまえ。結果次第で、私はどんな話にでも応じるつもりだ。
Tell me your choice. In return, everything you desire can be granted.
もちろん、ヘレナのことも含めて。
Including this Helena you have mentioned repeatedly.
全てを君に任せることすらできる。
I can place everything behind this matter under your responsibility.
ハリネズミか、キツネか。
The hedgehog or the fox.
君はどちらを選ぶ？
Which do you choose?
私は選ばない。
I choose neither.
10年。
10 years have passed,
君は何も変わっていないのか。
and you have not matured at all.
何も変わらなかったからこそ、あなたの言葉が嘘なのが分かった。
It is precisely because 10 years have passed and nothing has changed. I now understand your lies more deeply than ever.
今回は逃げではない。私の理想の世界のために動いている。
Only this time I'm not running away. This is about realizing the world I envision.
さあ、あなたの理想はすでに歪んでいる。
Earl, your ideal has strayed from the path.
間違ったやり方で正しい結果は得られない。
A flawed process will never produce a just result.
生意気な。
How arrogant.
ああ、生意気だ。
Yes, I agree.
それでも私は後悔しない。
And to achieve my goal, I will stop at nothing.
どうやらもう決めたようだな。
Then in my view, you have already made your choice. From the communicator, the Earl issues his final command.
ハーベル、
Javier,
どうかもう一度
I urge you to reconsider.
やれ。
Do it. The soldiers around us raise their guns once more. Javier turns his gaze toward me and strikes the ground sharply with his cane.
やれ
Proceed. What's going to happen?
There's one more. You do not trust. So the problem with Javier is he's the type that like how's the saying goes? I forget how the saying goes, where it's like, oh, sometimes there's people you can trust, but you can't put trust in them. Or maybe it was the other way around. Like, you can put trust in someone, but you can't trust them. I think it's the first one. But it's basically like, you can trust him to be him. Which is like, yes, he'll... Did Orphe die? The best way to explain that is she is not dead. She went into Nirvana, grabbed Chilovig in Nirvana, and jumped off the edge in Nirvana. Which I don't know what that means, but what I do know is in the real world, it's now as if she never existed. And only the commander remembers her. So now he has the PTSD of someone he couldn't save, who now basically their entire existence has disappeared from the real world. But Orphalune did it to allow Helena to get back out of Nirvana. So the last person to have a positive interaction with her was Helena. But while Helena was saying that she would remember Orphalune, Orphalune mentioned about how she already knows that Helena wouldn't be able to remember her at all. Then she grabbed Chilovig, told Chilovig that death and immortality can both be granted, and that only one sacrificial lamb needs to stay there, but she needs to pay for crimes. So she grabbed her, took her to the edge, and jumped off. I don't know what that means for Orphalune. All I know is that it means that apparently Chilovig is now paying her price for everything she's done. But now we're the only one who remembers her. History has been completely changed because now it's being under the claim that Oleg was the one who was the head of the project. And a bunch of other stuff. Nobody remembers her. We tried looking for her even when the whole place was collapsing, which the dolls agreed to it. But once it was too late, we got out and then we immediately met with them. And now it seems like we might have just made an enemy of the URNC entirely. So, time to see what happens. New script. How should their story continue? Oh. The investigation into the serious violent incident that occurred in Lviv 3 days ago has now concluded. According to the military, a group of terrorists, accompanied by several unaffiliated armed dolls, engaged in a fierce firefight with the army in the city center, injuring multiple soldiers. After reinforcements arrived, the armed dolls began withdrawing by helicopter. It was reported that during the evacuation, the suspected leader of the terrorist unit, believed to be the commanding officer of the doll force, was seriously wounded, yet still managed to escape. The military has since sealed off the city's main entrances and exits and launched a citywide sweep. Thank you for... Thank you for the... Thank you for the bits. Also, great, we're labeled terrorists now. Great. But it seems like we actually fought against the military and managed to survive, so that's pretty good. But we got severely wounded, though, it sounds. Investigation also reveals that on the eve of this incident, the group triggered a smaller-scale violent disturbance in satellite city LVI-13, though it was quickly suppressed by local security forces. Authorities have released identifying features of the terrorist leader and urged citizens to report any relevant information to the police immediately. Gritting my teeth against a stabbing pain in my abdomen, I sit up and switch off the radio broadcast. When I look down, I see blood faintly seeping through the gauze. Rosa notices that I am awake and quickly comes to my side.
指揮官、ようやく目を覚ましたのね。
Commander, you're finally awake.
大丈夫？まだ痛む？
How do you feel? Does the wound still hurt?
いや、平気だ。
It's fine. I press a hand against my abdomen, hiding the blood from Grosa's view.
メイリンが3日も夜更かししてみんなの素体を直したわ。
Good to hear. Mei Ling has been working overtime for 3 days straight and has finally completed maintenance on everyone's frames.
そよ風正体の素体損傷が一番ひどくて部品の交換が必要なんだけど、今の状況じゃ一番近くの修理所に行くことすら難しいわ。だから一旦ポルドニッツァに互換品を注文するしか。
The Monsoon Doll's frames suffered the most severe damage. They may need certain core components replaced. We originally planned to resupply at the nearest maintenance station in a purification zone. But given the current situation, I can only contact Polonitsa to procure some substitute parts.
ああ、それでいい。
Right. Sounds like a plan.
それにしてもあの兵士たち狙いが悪いわね。
I didn't expect those soldiers' aim to be that bad.
ハーベルさんの計らいだろう。
That Javier. I recall the scene. After Javier struck the ground with his cane, there was a subtle shift in the soldier's eyes. I seized that moment to have Monsoon Squad deploy smoke grenades. We boarded the helicopter sent to extract us amid the chaos, though I still ended up taking a bullet to the abdomen.
そうだ。アルバとボイマスティナは。
By the way, how are Alva and Voimacina?
偵察に出ているわ。警察も賞金ハンターも私たちを探している。
They've gone out to scout. Right now, both law enforcement units and bounty hunters are searching for us.
賞金ハンターが賞金首になる日が来るとはな。
To think that bounty hunters like us would one day become the bounty ourselves. I let out a sigh and flop back onto the bed as if surrendering to fate. Groza gently pats my hair to soothe me.
グローザ、頼みたいことがある。
Groza, there's something I need to ask you.
何？
What is it?
オルフェルーネという人物について調べてくれないか。
Could you gather information about Orphalune? The one I mentioned?
一体何が起きたのか。
I want to know.
実はもう調べてあるんだけど。
Actually, I already looked into it for you after we returned.
結果は
What have you found?
自分で見た方がいいわ。
You should see it yourself. Groza hands me a few thin sheets of paper.
これだけ？
That's all?
ええ。それで全部よ。
Yes, that's everything I could find. Let's skim through the documents. It is clear that Groza has made every effort to collect what she can about Orphalune, but the contents are sparse. Because Orphalune's personal history is nowhere near as rich as I remember. The very first line of the file bears a piece of news that leaves me stunned. Orphalune Gerard, the only daughter of Oleg, current CEO of the Gerard Group, tragically perished in the Frankfurt incident 10 years ago. Oh no. You're kidding me? So her going into Nirvana and staying there and doing what she did meant that it changed history all the way until the original point where she went into Nirvana and got back out because of Helena didn't happen. So now she just died 10 years ago during the Frankfurt incident. You're kidding me. I had considered many possibilities.
そんな。
No way. But this so-called fact far exceeds anything I imagined. I stare at the line for a long time, unable to calm my thoughts. Suddenly I remember the words spoken to me 10 years ago during the Frankfurt incident by the girl named Lunatia, and the many other worlds she showed me. The countless possibilities woven together by threads, stirred by blue butterflies. Nirvana.
そうだ、指揮官。実はもう一つ。
Commander, there's one more thing. Groza seems hesitant.
どうした？
What is it?
メッセージが一件 届いているわ。
You have a new message.
それを開けていいのか。
I wasn't sure whether to patch it through.
メッセージ誰からの？
A message? From whom?
暗号化されているからわからない。
It's on an encrypted frequency.
だから安易に開けていいのかどうか。
Considering our circumstances, I didn't dare connect it lightly.
わかった。転送してくれ。
Understood, I'll handle it. Ask Rosa to leave the voice message with me. After she leaves, I stare at it for a long time. A few minutes later, with a soft beep, the message begins to play.
指揮官様、カリーナです。
Commander, this is Kalina.
タイミングが悪いのは分かっています。ただ、どうしても連絡したかったので。
I know this isn't a good time, but I wanted to reach you as soon as possible.
指揮官様はテロリストなんかじゃありません。
Commander, you can't possibly be a terrorist.
私は無実を信じています。
I believe you're innocent.
私にできることがあれば、いつでも連絡してください。
If there's anything I can do to help, please contact me immediately.
ご飯の件も。
You promised me you'd let me choose the restaurant. A sudden burst of chaotic noise and hurried footsteps cuts through the recording. Counselor Kalina, your actions have seriously violated the URNC's highest military law. Lay down your weapon immediately and raise your hands. The message cuts off abruptly.
カリーナ。
ジラードグループ最後の嘘。やっと手に入れた。
The final legacy of the Gerard group in our hands at last. I must have been Zimmerman then who came to steal Igla's frame. Zimmerman admires the third gen doll suspended before him with satisfaction. She hangs in midair, limbs fixed by precise metallic arms as though nailed to an invisible cross. Igla's torso is opened, revealing the intricate structures within. Several data cables wind out from her exposed chest cavity, connecting to surrounding receivers. The only part of her body that can still move, her eyes, roll wildly, as if searching for something. Her vocal module is already damaged and only garbled syllables escape her. Miss... Eagle remembers too. Where, young mistress.
おっと、発生モジュールを停止するのを忘れていました。
I forgot to shut off the vocal module. Zimmerman presses a button. Igla falls silent.
ご満足いただけましたか?
Are you satisfied with this gift?
期待通りの結果です、ジマーマンさん。
You have not disappointed me, Mr. Zimmerman.
トルベングループとはいい関係が築けそうです。
From this point onwards, such Fabian shall be our close strategic partner.
今後ともよろしくお願いいたします。
May our partnership be fruitful.
ジマーマン様、今日は珍しくご機嫌のようですね。
Secretary? That voice sounds familiar. Mr. Zimmerman, you seem to be in an excellent mood today.
ああ、いいことがあった。
Oh wait, hold on. Indeed, a rare occurrence.
役員会のファイルを整理したら上がっていい。
Archive all the board documents. You may leave afterward.
かしこまりました。
Understood, Mr. Zimmerman. Zimmerman exits the opulent and spacious office, leaving the secretary alone to diligently organize the files.
A short while later, she places the last document into its folder, closes the cabinet, and dusts her hands off.
今日は忙しかったわ。
What a busy day. At the headquarters of the Orlog conglomerate, a woman who appears to be a secretary finishes her day's work and stretches. She then picks up the phone and dials a number.
あら、今日は帰るのが早かったね。
My, I didn't expect you two to get home so early today.
今夜何にする？フィレミニョンのステーキにボルシチはどう？
What would you like for dinner? How about filet mignon with borscht?
はーい。エスカルゴも付け加えるね。
Alright, I'll throw in your favorite escargot too.
今日の仕事はもう全部終わったわ。残業もない。
I finished all my work for today, so I probably won't need to stay late.
ええ。だから家でゆっくり待ってて。
Just wait for me at home. All of that is code, isn't it? After hanging up, she sighs helplessly. She sits back down and begins typing briskly on the keyboard.
まったくもう、いつも心配させるんだから。
Those two really are a handful.
彼女からか？
Was it her?
うん。
That's gotta be AK-12 then.
指揮官絡みの面倒事は何とかしてくれるって。
She said she would handle the trouble we had caused by helping the commander escape.
怒られると思ってた。
I thought she would be angry.
相手が指揮官だからなのかもしれない。
She isn't, perhaps because it concerns the commander.
あるいは、組織からはお咎めなしになったからかも。
Or perhaps the organization has decided not to pursue the matter.
指揮官を守るのも私たちの任務だから。
After all, protecting the commander is one of our missions.
任務がなくともそうしていた。
Even without a mission, we would have done the same.
そうかもね。
Perhaps.
ただ、指揮官とコンタクトを取るタイミングが
But we did initiate contact with the commander.
組織の計画よりもだいぶ前倒しになってしまった。
Way ahead of schedule.
その方がいい。
It's for the best.
指揮官には私たちが必要だ。
He needs us.
パラデウスは強い。
Paradeus is strong.
10年前の失敗はパラデウスにとってそんなに響かなかったみたいね。
The setback 10 years ago doesn't seem to have shaken its foundation.
この状況を作ったのは狐とハリネズミの争いだけじゃない。
The current situation is not merely a contest between the fox and the hedgehog on the surface.
裏に潜む大物たちの駆け引きこそ
Behind them lies a struggle between the tiger and the elephant.
私だってそういうのは嫌い。
I don't like this either.
けど私たちも武力以外の戦い方を覚えないと今後の変化についていけない。
But faced with such a tangled situation, we must learn to wield weapons beyond guns.
さあ自ら指揮官の前に現れるなんて思わなかった。
Still, I certainly didn't expect the Earl would personally step in against the commander.
組織がいてくれなければあっちもそう簡単に引き下がらなかったかも。
If not for the organization, they likely would not have relented so easily.
わからないな。
I don't understand.
全部計画のうちじゃなかったのか？
That was outside your plan? Ava falls silent briefly. She is not accustomed to nor skilled at navigating conspiracies and schemes. Fortunately, she once had a close partner, a true master at that craft, from whom she draw now. Fortunately, she once had a close partner, a true master at the craft from whom she now draws inspiration.
今後どうなるかはわからないけど、誰も予想できない展開の方が私たちにとっては好都合。
I don't know how things will unfold from here, but the murkier the waters, the more advantageous it is for us.
相手はすでに切り札を切っ
Most importantly, now that they have played their trump card,
た。なら私たちの切り札もそろそろ現れるはず。
it is time to play ours as well.
それまでには少し大変なことになるかもね。
But before that, we may have to endure a difficult period. Seeing the look on Mistian's face, Alpha smiles gently.
だよね。そういうのはとっくに慣れている。
Yes, Mistia. We're already used to it. Ava looks down at the documents on the desk, her gaze mild and tender. She murmurs softly, her trust in that person apparent in her steady voice.
頑張ろう。指揮官。希望が見えるその瞬間まで。
Hold on, Commander, until the day that light prevails.
Oh dang. We get credits? We get concept art.
When the last night's falling, Dago melts in desert and despair.
We're getting it in sequence like in the first game, finally.
Why do I walk towards to the end of nameless tears dropping? I hear them praying from ashes, though. What can I offer to give who doesn't know hopes? I can turn back and pretend I am blind. I know things so bright to keep. It burns me, but I don't care. The heat reminds me of the sun rising over the mountain. I'm proud I feel the pain. It will show my way. I can't be kind. That's how I live.
Seeing the concept art is so cool. Oh? What's going on? Excuse me? The shadow's lamps in the operating room blaze with a blinding glare. No way. Chillileg feels a wave of dizziness wash over her. Every joint, every muscle, every bone in her body throbs with a strange and unnatural pain. And yet, she is still alive. No, that is not right. Is she truly alive? This body, is it really still her own? No way. No, she cannot make a sound. Nor can she sense anything tangible. Her body feels unbearably heavy, yet at the same time as though it's floating in a void. You're finally awake. It's been so long since I performed this kind of operation, I thought I had failed. To fish out that last remnant of consciousness from the sea of death and pour it into this new frame of yours, that is no easy task. Take your time adjusting to your new body. Now, tell me everything you saw in Nirvana. Every last detail. You're telling me Orphalune did that and it ended up for no reason? Wait, what? Meanwhile, Orphalune does not know when she awakened. She has returned to this place. Strange yet overwhelmingly familiar, but she cannot remember how she arrived. Her last memories of merging with Chillileg into the deep sea of the torrent of consciousness. Just as she had surrendered herself to the descent, someone reached out and caught her. Who was it? That memory has already scattered like drifting smoke. Oh, I have a theory. Oh, wait. No way. Now she feels as though she is still floating in the deep sea, rising and sinking with soundless waves. She senses light filtering down through the surface above, shining upon her, warm and viscous. Could she continue sleeping like this forever? Orphalune feels that it is a time, that it is time for her to reawaken. For her to awaken. So she opens her eyes. Her vision is blurred, as though some strange lens covers her sight, rendering the world warped and distorted. The only thing she can see clearly is the reflection cast upon the dome-like ceiling above when she lifts her head. She stares at that reflection in disbelief. It's her. Excuse me? Okay, so... Excuse me? Okay. So, Chillaveg, friggin' the doctor's clearly William. So William, friggin' somehow just had to drag Chillaveg back from literal death. Death. Because of course he did. But Orphalune didn't end up succumbing to that void. She got rescued by someone. The only person I can think of that might have done it is the Lunasia that's currently stuck in Nirvana. But because she said it was her. That's the only thing I can think of. But she wouldn't know who Lunasia is, would she? So could it maybe be another Helena? Somehow? I am... Wow. Yeah, I don't know what to think. We gotta do this though. This one's actually gonna be a little rough. Because it's actually level 60 enemies. Orphe's maybe okay. Okay, she's not completely deleted from existence at least. So that's good. Okay, let's grab you. Instead of you, let's grab you. Okay. Let's go. Oh yeah, we fought this thing. This is like a miniature version though. The real one was like 50 times this size. And Igla being inside the thing. But like, I'm wondering what it means that Igla could remember her. She was asking where she was. Which means she remembers. So I wonder what that means for like the future. Okay, let's nuke you. Okay, do this. Can't really do anything else. Let's move her here. Let's get rid of that. Okay, never mind. We might be able to handle this. Yep. Never mind. We got it. I thought it'd be a little more tough, but I guess not. Well. Am I done with everything? Done. This doesn't matter. Alright, hold on. Done with that. Done with these. Done with all these. This is fully done. I think this is fully done. Yeah, it's fully done. Okay. Go back here. I think there's one last thing we gotta do in this event, which is, I think it's the Tycoon version of this, the Infinite version. What do we have to do for that one? Oh, it's just complete it. Complete it means we have to play it through completion, so that's gonna be a little bit. We're gonna go for Lucky Star. And we're gonna go full gamble mode. We got this. At least we don't have to deal with Florence. Florence's, her capability is annoying. Okay, so get a little bit. Cause like, what she could do was constantly build, which meant everybody was constantly I don't want that, no. I just have to hope. Change type of the currently occupied tile. We do those two. Nice. Nice. Good, 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 good. Ooh, there's a good one to be in. Because it's just tons of building space. Which I need to build. Because the problem is, if you don't build anything, you can also lose for not having built. Okay, let's build this. Because if you build enough, it counts your building as more points than the money. Let's go with the lottery stand. Nice. Alright, this is where we do development. Okay, that'd be good to do. We do a development. Because that will activate. Dang it. Let's do a single. Because I don't trust it. We'll do resource hub. Guaranteed. Okay, yeah. It's to guarantee our future. That's a good boost. Event tabs are guaranteed to trigger a clash event. Sure. Get another event. Nice. Okay, what's this one? Sure. Can I do this again? Like, would that actually work? Are you kidding? Out of all those, I got a 2. There's a 24, like, a times 24 multiplier. Okay, as long as I just keep my money up. Dang. That's fine. I think someone's building abandoned lots, I don't know who. Whoops. Nah, let's not give her more money. Oh, what do we got? Alright, that's fine. More money. Ooh. Good, 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 good. Alright, we got a little boost there. Dang. I was hoping to land on the good stuff. Nice. Dang it. Alright, it's getting pretty bad. We're gonna start losing a ton of money right now. One, two, three, four, five, 6. I'm gonna have to. It's too dangerous to go there without it. Let's just go with 6. Clash tile, good fortune. That might be good to have just in case. I need to earn way more. Nice. Nice. Okay. I got one person who's down but bankrupt. Alright, that's alright. Could do. Dang it. Ah, alright. That's bad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go with 4. I might have screwed up. By buying all that stuff, I might have screwed up. Okay. Okay, please give me something good. That is not as good as I was hoping. Well, I think it's over. Dang it. Well, it's still okay. I only had to finish it. It sucks I didn't get first place, but I only had to finish it. I don't think you get anything for getting first place in it, so that's fine. Excuse me. Oh, at the safe house. We have until the 1st for this, so I'm done with this. That's good. Let's see what's going on in here. Take the summon creatures, units with critical hits. Total of 15 summon creatures. Forgot about the low missing the stacker. Okay. Give me some good stuff. Come on. Dang it. I wish I could get the jackpot. I could do these tries. Yeah, sure. Let me just do them. They're simple enough.
There we go. Plain and simple. Murder. Kill all enemies in a battle with macchiato. Alright, Rebella. Nope. Do you like cookies? I just baked these. I want to try them. I'll pass. Could I try some after the mission's over? Still don't quite understand how she works. Aside from doing this.
行動開始。時間に注意。あなたの罪を数えなさい。逃がしたっての。ほら、危ないよ。索敵するよ。さて、ご命令を。
There we go. Oh, I should probably check if there's a secret ticket anywhere on the Corposant. Because they like to hide secret tickets all the time. It does switch to her special outfit. Here it is, please. I don't really gotta do anything aside from just activate this, I already know. I can even move a little bit. Yeah, that's good. I'll just skip. Bro, mine's so much stronger than this. What is this? Yeah, I have an idea. Critical damage increased. What does this one do? 2 seconds of shelter. Restores HP. Wait, she has more?
Bro, how many times can she do this?
エンジン起動。さっさと倒れたらどうだ。
耳を澄まして神経を研ぎ澄まして
次。
You're not sure.
エンジン起動。
あんたを守る約束
There, I got these out of the way. It's another good amount of cubes. There's something I was gonna check. What was it? Oh, there's this. See if I can finish another level of these. Eliminate, control point, defend, hold area, eliminate. Okay. Excuse me. There's the target all the way back there. Okay.
逃げられる。エンジン起動。さっさと倒れたらどうだ。エンジン起動。
どうってことないわ
Nah, it's fine. Okay, so we have multiple objectives here. You know what? Go here, because we actually have multiple objectives. Dang it, hold on. Oh, dang it. Okay, so we need to rescue both of the targets.
起動。エンジン起動。さっさと倒れたらどうだ。
わかった。
Push forward. Alright.
次。
Alright. So, why aren't you moving? Oh, I need to manually move you now. Okay.
エンジン起動。
進歩は必須よ。はい。配置完了。射撃準備。
エンジン起動。
進了解。わかった。ごめんね。訓練の成果ね。
Let's do that.
ハンデをあげる。どうってことないわ。
エンジン起動。逃げられる。エンジン起動。
どうってことないわ。
Sure.
ハンデをあげる。どうってことないわ。
Nothing's ever easy in this game.
エンジン起動。エンジン起動。
訓練の成果ね。現実を知りなさい。目標沈黙。
ご命令を。
わかった。
Let's fall back there.
訓練の成果ね。どいて。どうってことないわ。
Get you out of here since you take the longest to move. I don't know how it works, so I'm gonna keep a doll in just in case.
どう
定通りの勝利です。本当はもう少しか。
There we go. I'll hydrate. I just don't like how long these take. So I guess for passive income, it's not that bad of a deal. Capturing control point, eliminate specified targets. Where are the control points? Control point there. There. Of course, they're all in the corners. Why wouldn't they be?
手加減の必要。
たわいないわね。
Alright.
ご命令を。逃げられる。エンジン起動。さっさと倒れたらどうだ。
味方ってろ。私が終わらせる。わかった。
Put you here. And let's just stop.
そのどうってことないわ。
Could do this just to get across.
降参するのは今のうちよ。どうってことないわ。
Probably gonna get hit a couple times anyway, so. Something about the sound they make when they move is really funny to me. Do that one.
ハンデのわかった。そのまま消えて。
私が終わらせる。
さっさと倒れたらどうだ。エンジン起動。
その
There we go. You know the enemy dying sound of. Oh my goodness. I keep forgetting her range is the entire map. I can get out of here. Um.
ご命令を。
If I do it there, would I have enough room?
逃げられる。エンジン起動。
To
さっ
move?
さと倒れたらどう
I hope. That's all I can
だ。エ
do
ン
is
ジン
hope.
起動。
Okay, I can.
どうってことないわ。はい。
ガチャクションよ。
Here we go. You literally just need to
訓
control
練
this.
の
Huh?
成果ね。その
There we go.
想定通りの勝利です。本当はもう少し完璧。
Capture and defend for 6 turns. Ah. No.
You know what? I'm replacing Suomi with Springfield because why not? Where's the control point? Oh, it's all the way over there.
ご命令を。逃げられる。エンジン起動。
Target them.
さっさと倒れたらどうだ。ご命令を。
お待たせしました。どうってことないわ。
進歩は必須よ。
どうってことないわ。了解。
くるみち
わかった。
Get rid of you first.
どうってことないわ。
Get rid of you.
といて目標沈黙。
Gotta get over to that point as fast as possible. Yeah. Why is it doing that? There we go.
続けて。わかった。
エンジン起動。
Strategic movement.
はい。
So we have to defend that point. So let me turn the map around like this.
訓練の成果ね。
Put you up there.
現実を知りなさい。
エンジン起動。
Do this.
わかった。
Don't want to move
了解
her.
しました。了解。
I'll just take out what I can.
はい。
進歩は必須よ。
That first. Snipe you. Get rid of
ガチャ
you.
クションよ。
はい。
お茶をお出ししましょう。はい。
Nice. Then we just wait.
エンジン起動。
And you just wait. I'll just leave you up here.
Engine 起動
I don't know what happens if I leave this, so I'm just gonna stay here for now. Yeah, that works. Take out this one first.
お茶をお出ししましょう。消えろ。どうってことないわ。現実を知りなさい。どうってことないわ。
エンジン起動逃げられるエンジン起動
There we go. Okay, good.
Hi. お茶をお出しし気をつけてお買い訓練の成果ね
I'll do that.
ハンデをあげるどうってことないわ
エンジン起動
Just skip the turns. Save time for me. Have a good night. Alright, good night. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Hold it for... I did. I did hold it.
必要了解しました訓練の成果ね
Might have to take out the last enemy or something.
どうってことないわ
エンジン起動
進歩は必須よガタガツよはい
Nope. Okay. I think I'll just stop there for now. It's really late.
昔みたいに私に感謝するといいわ
Made some more progress. And I'm already really tired again, so. Definitely gotta finish at least that one later, but yeah. Alright. Well, that's it. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here because it's late. So, good night, sail, peace. Bye.